Really, dude, anything we can get at this point, I'm on it. Like this is ridiculous. I'm just ready for the season to start.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so completely missed this when we were talking about Harrison Barnes' new photograph in which Wemby was in it. We completely missed this image. I did not see this, but it was on his Instagram. So big shout out to Spurs back for posting this. But yeah, so we have a new image here of Harrison Barnes working out with Stefon Castle. And as you guys know, a lot of players have been talking about how, well, they did before the Summer League. They were talking about how Stefon Castle is actually much better than a lot of people believe, right? A lot of people think. If you actually watched him in the Summer League, you could see, yeah, his shooting stroke is better than we initially thought. Well, I mean, a lot of us already knew, but, he can shoot better than a lot of us thought. And I think it's one of those things where at UConn, he just didn't necessarily play in a role that showed all of the things he's capable of doing. That's why I'm pretty confident in saying I think he'll be Rookie of the Year. You guys can let me know what you think about that one. That might be a hot take, but nonetheless, I do believe in him, and I think that once the season gets really close, we're gonna get a lot of the vets, well, our two main vets, talking about how Stefon Castle is actually really good. I think that he's going to get praised pretty early from those around him. So we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. I've seen quite a few fans basically saying he's definitely going to start by the end of the season, and I can see that only if Chris Paul is gone and the Spurs do move him, which more than likely I think that they will do that. But only if that happens will he start. I don't think the Spurs move Chris Paul to the bench, especially when Chris Paul is very open and saying, hey, I'm coming to San Antonio because I know that I'm going to actually get playing time, that I'm actually going to be a leader for the team. So nonetheless, I do think that he is going to benefit a lot from Chris Paul. And another player that's going to benefit a lot is Devin Vassell. So I asked you guys something in particular. Hold on. Actually, let's go exactly to... that's loud. Let's go exactly to the post. So I asked you guys, how do you feel about Chris Paul? And if you believe that Chris Paul, or who do you think Chris Paul is going to have the biggest impact on? So most people in the comments basically said Wemby and Castle, which I'm not mad at. I saw a few that said everyone, but it was some that said Wemby and Castle. That's kind of the main consensus, which I've been saying Castle the entire time. That I think that'd be the bigger one. But I like this one as well from Gregory. He says, I think he's going to take Devin to the next level. He's great at building young players' confidence in themselves. Devin is that dude. I just don't think he knows it yet. And honestly, I agree with you, right? I agree with you. I think one big issue that Devin had last season, and he's continued to have throughout his tenure with the Spurs, is that sometimes he doesn't attack. Sometimes he does take a back seat. Last season, there were no excuse. Every single game, he should have at least put up 17, 18 shots. I mean, we just didn't have the manpower to sustain any leads without Devin Vassell being able to go off. And he had the capability of doing it. Every single time he shot, even if it looked like a bad shot, I was confident that it would go in. And I cannot say that for basically the rest of our team, right? I couldn't even say that for Wemby, to be honest with you. But Devin, I was confident in him all the way through. And I agree with you that he's going to instill that confidence in him. But most importantly, and I think that this probably plays a part of that confidence, that mentality as well, but he'll get easier shots with Chris Paul on the court. And, with those easier shots, maybe that does build his confidence in saying, okay, I'm willing to take this. Because a lot of the shots that he took last season, I think Charles Barkley actually said, these are really bad shots and you can't sustain it. I agree. But I also thought that it wasn't Devin Vassell's fault. I didn't really think we were in a position where he could take better shots. It just was. It's just not the reality. Teams went into those games knowing that's the guy we have to worry about. Obviously, we have to worry about Wemby, but Devin Vassell, that's the guard we have to worry about, right? We can allow Trey Jones to shoot. We can play off of Sohan for now. But that's what we can do, and you can focus in on Devin. So. Yeah, just wanted to bring this to your attention. I completely missed it. But I am very excited for this season, and Castle is one that I think will be an undoubtable in standout. And you know what? Even me I'm going to try to be as positive as I can with the Keldon Johnson thing, right? Even with Keldon Johnson, I think having a leader like Harrison Barnes to show him, how to play, because Harrison Barnes is going to play a role, how to play a role effectively next to Wemby. Maybe it is substantial enough to the point where we take a back seat and say, hey, Keldon, now he does fit, right? Now he does fit. But we'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see. But I hope everyone's successful. It's not like I want anybody gone. It's just the only reason I harp on Keldon, being traded is only because I just don't feel like he fit. But I can be proven wrong. And with him losing, 33 pounds? Maybe. So anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Just wanted to show you this. This is pretty great. Excited. Hopefully we get some footage soon, because this is not enough. All right. I need something. I need a little bit more. But get with you guys later. Till next time, man. Bye.